So many people. You know, I remember when I was in college a few years ago. That was a great time. So we are over here in the Case Western Reserve area. I actually went out to high school over here. John A. High School is where I went. Today is a very beautiful day outside. It is currently 59, which is basically 60 degrees outside. It's the first real warm day we've probably had in Ohio. I would say probably in the last like 4 months. So I figured it's a beautiful day. This would be a great time to go outside and do a little IRL content shooting or something. I want to show you guys some of the places that I used to go to when I was a kid. This really nice pond that I used to go to, the Cleveland Museum of Art, all that. It is currently almost 2:30 p.m. right now. So it's probably going to get a little hectic outside with traffic or whatever, but this isn't near the downtown area. Oh, wait. This is what I'm talking about. This is where I used to hang out, like this giant pond that is still kind of sort of unfreezing right now. That's where I used to hang out a lot as a kid. Let's see if we can find like some actual good parking. I think we can park right here. 4-hour parking. How do you park? Okay, there's a QR code right there. 4-hour parking, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. payment required. I've got both of my cameras with me this time around, so we're gonna try and film a couple of cool shots. Just look around, man. It's been a while since I've been over here. Okay, this is where I grew up. Sort of kind of like for high school. I used to come down to this duck pond like after classes in the summer, in the winter, whenever I got the opportunity to. And we would come down here and just kind of hang out, you know? Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a spot where people would, they would take their girls and flirt with them out here. Like this was the spot, you know what I'm saying? Like this was the spot, if you catch my drift, right? So we're gonna walk around a bit. I wanna show you guys some of the historical buildings. We got Severance Hall around here. We've got the Cleveland Museum of Art, which we're about to walk up on in a minute. Obviously this duck pond. And I want to show you what the outside of the Contemporary Museum of Art looks like, because that building is really cool and really unique. Now I could have stayed indoors today and played video games and film content or whatever. I'm super ahead on a lot of my different videos, but I figured it's 60 degrees outside. First time in a while it's been 60 degrees outside. We should take full advantage of that and just come out here and have some fun, shoot some nice videos and stuff. I'm actually not carrying my other camera with me after all, just because I need to get a better carrying case for it. So as you can tell, it's a very quiet area. This is close to Case Western. Well, this is within the like Case Western Reserve area. A lot of people go to college over here. This is where like Cleveland's primary hospital district is. Cleveland Clinic is headquartered here, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of nice stuff to do around here. A lot of nice places to eat at, some bowling alleys, a few different, extracurricular activities. Case itself is gigantic though, like the entire college. A lot of these buildings you can see in the background are a part of Case Western Reserve University. I feel like this is the part of Cleveland that a lot of people really don't talk about, like just how nice and like old the entire city kind of looks, like especially these nice little districts and stuff. But a lot of this area has been on the build up for probably 15-ish years. Like when I was in high school, this whole region was like under construction. There was a lot of stuff being built, a lot of like the new hospital buildings being built, and a lot of it has been accomplished finally. It took them a while, but the whole area is just really, really nice and really well put together. A lot of it's for the doctors and medical technicians that we're gonna be getting in and out of this city. Hotels, we have a hotel called the Intercontinental, which I believe is like a very prestigious international hotel. And the geese really like to swim over here. This is actually the perfect opportunity to test out the new lossless zoom feature that we have with the Osmo Pocket 3. So that's what we're using right now. It should help with the image quality when we're zooming in, but we can't control this zoom in while recording. With the other zoom you can, but you lose a little bit of that quality. So this should look a little bit better in theory. You can see a whole herd of geese over there just like way out in the distance too. And that right there is the famous Cleveland Art Museum. It's got a crazy like lead up. Like you would think this is like some like official like government building, but no, that is our museum. It is massive. We got a lot of really nice pieces in there too. I'm pretty certain you can actually go in there like for free. Wait, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I was gonna say you can go in there for free Mondays, but Tuesdays I think you gotta pay. All of the different zodiac signs are like plastered around this building too. So all of these white little statues right here, all of them are different zodiac signs. I almost forgot that crazy looking building in the distance, that's where I went to elementary school for the first like 4 years of my school career. I think I was there all the way up until third grade. No, second grade, never mind. Yeah, I went there from kindergarten all the way up to second grade. It used to be called Citizens Academy, but I'm pretty certain it's called something different now. It looks like an old like Jedi temple or something. But that's where I went to elementary school. My high school was a college prep high school, and the Citizens Academy back there was just a regular elementary school, but they took education serious too. So I wouldn't say I had like a really privileged, I guess you could say like upbringing per se, but I was very blessed. I had a good school. I had good schools that I went to, I had a good family. We got blessed to be able to come to schools in this general vicinity where it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's well kept, but the amount of work that they put into this area makes it my favorite place to go to in Cleveland. They got all the restaurants, the activity. I love all that stuff, man. So it's just, it's weird growing up here and just seeing like everything just kind of like get to where it is, you know? Like you can't sit here and tell me this view isn't amazing. Wade Lagoon, that's the name of this pond, Wade Lagoon. And you can hear the clock tower going off at the library I used to go to all the time. Part of this almost kind of looks European, the more that I look at it. Like, am I the only one that thinks that? This whole area kind of has like a European feel and design to it. It's very walkable, lots of public transportation over here. You know, it's comfortable, it's beautiful. A lot of nice mixes of old architecture with just like a natural environment and modern stuff, modern buildings, modern technology. All right, I don't want to bore you guys forever with just touring the museum, obviously. So we are going to move on and go check out some other areas. We'll sweep past the pond one more time, and then we will go check out where I used to go to like eat and stuff. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna film the school I went to. I'm almost 30. That's a really easy way to go to jail. All right, this is the area that I mostly grew up in. Let me see if I can make it across the street really quick. But this is the Museum of Contemporary Art that I used to go to. Or as it's called, MoCA. I don't know what we're gonna do. This whole idea was like, let's just go out here, start recording stuff. I wanna see if I can get some good shots of this building. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This weird like hand that we just slapped right here in the center of this park. I don't know why. We just put a giant hand right here, but we did. So I actually used to have a bunch of different like art programs and stuff I participated that sort of involved the MoCA building. I don't even know like how like it operates now. I don't know if you have to pay to go in or what, but the inside of this place is trippy. We'll probably do like a separate video on the interior of this one day. I'll probably do like another solo trip out here or something. But this whole little area is just nice and peaceful. Like I said, the giant hand right here. I don't know why we went with the giant hand, but it looks cool, kinda, right? Cleveland has like a really weird like art scene. We just kind of do whatever. So there are a lot of restaurants over here. I used to just mainly go to like Chipotle and Subway, but they've added a lot. There are more smoothie places over here now. This taco place has always been here. I guess I can show you. This taco place has always been here. Tacoologist, or I think that's how you say it. That smoothie place beyond, that's where I go all the time, like near where, like on my side of town, there's a BB Bop over there. Like I said, there's a Chipotle down the street. There's a whole like slew of restaurants up and down the strip in like a couple of different directions. It was today that I discovered that this is actually called Toby's Plaza. It just said it on that giant neon sign right there, but this area is technically called Toby's Plaza. I didn't know that till just now. All right, well, the best thing we can do right now is go get a smoothie. Favorite smoothie place, my favorite area, and maybe we'll get something to eat too. And this wind is crazy, but it's actually not too cold out. Like I said, it being 60 degrees, it makes a difference. Well, that was a bust. They're full of capacity and they're not taking any orders except the online orders, and it's still gonna be a while. So, to tacos we go. I think we're gonna go with the carne asada tacos. Yeah, okay, yeah, carne asada. All right, tacos are here. I'm gonna put a little onion and cilantro on this carne asada. And some of the pickled onions too. Haven't had tacos from this place. I think I've had them here once before. Logical taco. There's the sauce too. Those tacos are good. Now I think I'm gonna actually stop to take some pictures of the actual Mocha building. All right, so for this last little bit, I'm gonna go take us up and down some of the streets over here and then through Little Italy so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. I hope this has been a pretty decent tour of the University Circle area. There's so much I actually see over here that we'll probably have to do like another day or something over here on another warm off day. There's so much to film and take pictures of. We've got the Botanical Gardens, where I haven't been in a while. All the museums on the inside, so. All right, so these cops just pulled up right here. I don't know if they're gonna go get food or what, but they just randomly parked right here in the middle of the street. Well, it's not really the middle, it's on the side, but still. All right, I found out that my wife actually needs the car right now, so we are going to do a quick, we're still gonna check the place out, but we're still gonna it's gonna be quick this time. So I'm trying to think, what else could I show you guys before I fully turn around and head home? I do want to show you Little Italy. I want to show you more around the restaurant area, I guess. This means that we will get a late night gym sesh, which is great, but also kind of sucks because it's at night and I would rather go in the daytime, to be perfectly honest, but that's okay. That means there's going to be less people in there probably. So we can actually do a little gym vlog maybe too tonight. It won't be a part of this one, but it does open up the opportunity. So we're gonna make a left over here onto Euclid Drive, kind of back in the direction of where the pond was. I'm just gonna show you what the strip looks like. Then we'll do a full turnaround. I might turn on hyperlapse so you guys can see it a little bit faster, and it'll make it a little bit easier for me to edit, so I don't have to sit here and record this footage for 10 minutes straight, and it's a 10-minute piece of footage. That's a waste of space. So we're gonna turn on hyperlapse, go down the street, and you'll get to see what this whole area just kind of looks like one last time. All right, I have no idea where I'm going actually. I missed a turn, and now I'm just holding my gas pedal till we get somewhere. Time to bust out the good old GPS. If I get a moment, dude, this whole strip is long. Is this a prison? Like, it seems like every single time I come over here, there is something new under construction every single time. I have no idea what any of these buildings are. They're just regular office buildings, I guess. This area has one of like the biggest like junctions for like traffic and stuff. There's a lot of fast like roadways that are very similar to like, not highways I guess or freeways, but you could drive pretty fast in this college district. That is such a cool shot of the art museum right there. Look at that. This whole area is just so ridiculously scenic. I really just can't wait for the summertime to roll around so I can come out here and take more pictures and stuff. I used to play on that little dinosaur as a kid, bro. That was a small glimpse of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. There's an event that we have up here called a Parade the Circle. Like, so, you know, parade in University Circle. There would be like different arts and crafts you could do, different like foods and stuff you could try, a literal parade that the university students over here put together. It's so cool, man. I miss being over here frequently. Like one of the apartment complexes I was looking into over here, it's a smooth like $3,000 a month. That's like New York prices. Cleveland apartment complexes really are not that expensive. So prices like that are kind of an anomaly in a way. I'd argue that this region is also the largest international hub, I guess you could say, in the Cleveland area too. Lots of people from all over the world come here for obviously the hospitals, for the medical education that you can get here, architecture, you name it, it's pretty much over here. Lots of people come to this region to study, but there's a lot over here for international students and I guess like transfer students or whatever. There's also a colossal bus line that goes up and down this strip called the Health Line, which was put here, I think, in around, I want to say like 2010, maybe like a year or two before that. And the Health Line stretches all the way from this strip all the way down Euclid, and then going back the other way, it goes all the way to downtown Cleveland. It's a very long strip. It's a very good bus line to have for all the different students and stuff that are going to be going through here. It makes it really, really easy to get from here to downtown. It's just seamless. And then this little area that we're about to go through is a place called Little Italy, which historically in the past had a bit of a history for being, well, racist, to be honest. You know, my mother, my grandparents, some of my in-laws and their grandparents, they actually used to get like shot at coming over here or things thrown at them. You really couldn't traverse this area if you were an African American, unfortunately. Now it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more calm. I've had dinners over here with my wife, no issues. I've had family dinners over here. I've come over here more in recent years than I used to. It's a lot safer than what it used to be, especially with all the international students now. There's so much diversity in this area that I guess they just couldn't keep up the racism. A lot of these buildings are also frat houses, whether you believe it or not. Frat houses, apartment complexes, you name it. There's pretty much anything over here for any kind of student. More apartment complexes over here. And then this little strip down here is where we're going to enter Little Italy, which is still a very nice looking area. Again, nowhere near as bad as it used to be back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and however farther back. It's so weird seeing it now and hearing the stories of how bad this area used to be. Like, I've come over here so many times for a variety of different things. I used to come over here all the time when I was Ubering full-time, which I know sounds crazy, full-time Ubering, but that's what I had to do to make my money back then. I've come over here so much and I've never had a singular issue over here. It's just so crazy hearing the stories of how it used to be. A lot of people still don't trust it. I know a lot of older folk that still do not trust this area at all, which I can't blame them. And Little Italy stretches through this two-way, two-lane street, which has a bad habit of getting very, very backed up. There's also an RTA train station, I think either right here or behind us. And that's what this bridge is for the train station right above us. So there's a lot of transportation in this area. Hence why I say University Circle is probably one of the more like European-esque like locations in Cleveland. Public transportation, exceptionally walkable, lots of nice restaurants, lots of diverse restaurants, and a very well-rounded education center. There's even a parking sign for Little Italy now. That's kind of funny. So yeah, this is Little Italy. It's very small, hence why they call it Little Italy. There's a bunch of nice little restaurants over here, Italian restaurants, all up and down this strip. Lots of residential area too. Lots of these places. Wait, what is that? NOLA Foundation? That's new. But yeah, there's lots of Italian, there's an Italian bakery. Parking is really hard over here because of how small this street is. Some of these places are apartment complexes. You can actually, there's a guy up there actually. But it's a beautiful area. I do like coming over here. It's unfortunate that it has such a dark history, I guess you could say. And that's Little Italy. Like, it's small. Like, we'd have to go through some of like the side streets and stuff to get a little bit more information and a little bit, a bigger picture of what the overall area looks like. But it's a small residential area within University Circle, and I believe the oldest district in University Circle, probably. Considering that my grandparents used to talk about this place and how bad it used to be when they were kids, it's pretty old.
This is Jay from the future, so I actually didn't end up filming anything else at the apartment, but I wanted to say thank you for the people that watched this video. This was a ton of fun to film. It was really cool just revisiting some places that I frequented a lot when I was a teenager, and occasionally, when I was a kid, obviously, but more frequently when I was a teenager. And I hoped you guys enjoyed just seeing a little part of my history, like this was my livelihood as a kid and as a teen or whatever, man. I had a lot of fun here. I'm gonna do more videos here eventually in the near future, hopefully some more museum related videos, and I don't think they'll have a problem with me filming in the museum as long as there's no flash or whatever. Same with Botanical Gardens too. Summer's coming up. I'm a little late to editing this, so thank you for waiting patiently for this. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like on the video, sub to the channel for more vlog content, and as always, this has been Jay. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace.